Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar gets into some space, and that has sent him sprawling. That's going to go a long way. Has a look and plays it forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's beaten the last man. Quarter of an hour played. And this is Neymar.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Rummenigge. Oh, the defence just... That could spell... Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Palestine are looking to go forward now. Griezmann. Neymar. Oh, well played. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Varane. Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neymar. That's a little off target. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Maldini. Great vision. And this is Neymar. And he's on his way. Great chance! Marvellous goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Palestine have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it.
And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Palestine leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Palestine carrying a one-goal lead. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Palestine clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Aimed beyond the defence. David Villa. Big chance! Yamal. Rafinha. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mosquera promptly onto that, and that is that. Conte. Yamal.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Great ball, and he's in here! Costa Curta with the clearance. Dinks one through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Villa.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Villa. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Shevchenko. Played out to the right. Oh no, this does not look good. Yamal! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Substitution in progress.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Just eases him off the ball.
Palestine can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bebeto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And he's managed to get rid. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Palestine have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. David Villa claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Thank you for your cooperation.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their